Hi, I'm Josh Matsumoto, and I don't know if it's speaking voice or anything, but I'm from Visalia, Arctic Conservation from Visalia, and I'm 14. Well, I just want, it's not really much of a spoken word mainly, but it's like a testimony mixed with it. And I've been waiting to do this, so I keep missing my OMGs, so I finally got to do it today. And I'm happy for that. Praise God. And I call it Don't Be Conformed. Well, have you ever wondered, like, you look in the mirror and you say, I'm too fat, or I don't have muscles, or look at my face, it has too much acne. And you're like, well, that guy over there, he's trying to think I'm cute enough to talk to him. And you're like, he's too popular for me, or something like that. We shouldn't be ashamed of that. Because, it's kind of making fear control us, of like intimidation and stuff. And what was it? I was that guy who thought I was too ugly, and I had the acne, and then my hair was too long before. I thought I couldn't talk to that one girl. I was always in the back, looking at her from the room, but, Hey, everybody has a one. Well, this is not really, actually, I wanted to build myself up in social status. I wanted to be that one guy who was strong enough, who had the clean face, who wanted to get that girl, and everything. But it all started off really easy, but it kind of turned into a train wreck. Like, seriously. So, it started, my friend, he tried to teach me how to skate, so I was like, yeah, I'm a skater, she'll notice me. So I tried to learn how to skate. I hit my new skateboard and it started being like freaking out, so I'm like, skating's not my thing. It's like, well, how about if I start working out? I started working out. I did a couple push-ups, I can't give up. Like, working out's not gonna be my thing. And then, I was like, maybe dancing. So I did dancing. And it was my thing. I was like, yeah, I can dance, I can do all this other stuff, but I'm not good enough to be that guy. So that guy over there who could pop, lock, break dance and all that stuff. So I tried harder and harder to do it. And I was talking to my friends to do this, and then they started bringing me to this place that's like, oh yeah, we teach you this, man. It's gonna help you out. We gotta do this first. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, I don't know what they wanted me to do, so I started doing, started selling weed. It doesn't sound right? It's like, oh, this doesn't sound like a story. It doesn't sound like something I would do. Look at me. It looks like I would sell weed. No. Well, I did. It's like, well, it was like during my 8th grade year. It's so hard to tell it. Yeah, it was just like last year. I find it so hard to believe. My friend John, he was a really good kid. He looked like he had straight A's. He was smart and everything. He was the one who tried to teach me how to skate. And I wanted to see his sister. His sister was kind of cute. And he was like, oh yeah, man, you want to hang out with me? So I started hanging out with him. And then he's like, yeah, try this, man. It's good for you. And I'm like, nah, man, that's not my thing. He's like, you want some money? Just help me sell this. I'm like, oh, no, it's like, oh, Richie Cool, man. Among your other friends, like, oh my, I love those guys. I'm like, nah, I don't think I'll do it. And he's like, come on, do it. So I did it. It went on for about a month. It was like, I only sold like, maybe a little bit. I made like $50. But inside my heart, I felt like, why am I supposed to be doing this? Why am I selling weed? Like, cause I grew up in the church. Like, I'm the guy who always goes to church on Bible study and everything. And you wouldn't expect me to be all doing this stuff, but I was the guy who did that. And I was still thinking this in my head, like, I shouldn't be selling weed. I shouldn't be doing this. But I still did it. I kept doing it and doing it. And then I finally got to talk to the girl, but the girl was pretty much like a, excuse my language, but a whore. But like, seriously. I was like, I should know people who were not with me. And, I felt all weird. It's like, I wanted to call out to God and say, you know, I'm confused right now. I need help. I don't know. And then one day, I turned to Julian told us the verse. It was Romans 12:2. Do not be conformed to this age, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may not discern what is good, pleasing, and perfect, and the perfect will of God. Well, to me, I thought it was like, don't try to act so cool to get that girl, to get that guy, even though you look like this or you look like that. I learned that day, I was like, oh, I don't have to try so hard, but I still didn't apply it to myself. And then DYC came, the second year around, and then I heard this verse again when we were doing devotion. I was like, oh, why is this coming back in my head? Is it like God trying to tell me something? So, when it was like bonfire and I started to break down, I told my group about this, and I didn't even tell my sister, who I always talk to, she's my best friend. And I kind of felt like she even told me, it's like, why didn't you tell me you were doing weed and why weren't you selling it? It's like, I don't know, because I was afraid that if you did that, you'd kill Dad, and the dad would kill the police, and I don't know. Well, it's just like my life has been so twisted up the past few years. I was like, why me? Why selling weed? Why being that kid who wants to be so popular? Why am I trying so hard to get to the place I want to be, to that, get that girl, and get all that money, get all that everything? And I'm like, I don't really need to try so hard, because God has a purpose for me, and He knows He's going to put me, He knows where He got everything for me, He's going to say, it's like, I'm perfect where I'm at right now. Look at all you guys are all my friends, right?
Yeah.
I get to see all you guys, you guys are like my family, I get to talk to you, I don't have to act so cool. You guys are from my acne, like other people do, but see, I'm glad that God put me in this place right now, and I don't have to try so hard to be that one guy to get to that one